right? So that's why marketing decision support system always help the marketing managers to make uh, complex decisions, right? So it can assist. So then marketing information system, sorry, marketing decision support system can assist the uh, decision maker. So it provides some tools to assist the marketing decision maker. It's necessary, right? So then decision support system can be used to improve the quality and timeliness of marketing decision. So that means they can take a quality decision and they can take a decision on time, right? On time, because very quickly they can process the complex data with the help of the marketing decision support system by improving the effectiveness of the decision making. So now you can understand it's a kind of a system with the help of the computer. Nowadays, the computer programming and algorithm, and it's all help the decision makers to process the data. So then the decision support systems are interactive computer-based system, right? Decision support systems are interactive computer-based systems. So then that aids users in judgment and choice activities, and they provide data storage and retrieval, right? So then uh, again, you can understand it's a kind of a system like a computer system, right? They provide data storage, right? So you all know already we had discussed about there are a lot of data are generated and captured through the different sources, and these data are stored, right? These data are stored, right? Uh, these data are stored, and then they can retrieve it when they need the data or for the analysis or some other purpose. They can uh, take the data, recall. So that means retrieval, but in case additional information access, right? Additional information access, because if it is stored in the data storage, then it can facilitate to access that information, right? With the support for model building, model weight reasoning, and they support framing, modeling, and problem solving. Then we will discuss what are the things about this, right? So model framing, that these are the things we have to discuss about. Um, so normally, decision support systems are powerful tools that assist managers and decision makers, right? So then uh, this model building, we have to discuss about what is that. So decision support system, right, supports the creation of mathematical and statistical models, right? So you know that mathematical statistical models like time series, regression, these are some models, right? Mathematical and statistical models that help in analyzing data and making predictions, right? Based on the available data, using this mathematical model, then this model helps the managers to predict something based on the past, right, data. So then here decision support system also depends on the these kind of models are available in the decision support system. Just right, the system access the data and using this model and predict it and inform to the uh, managers, right? Exam how this model is working. Say, for example, a telecommunication company, right? A telecommunication company like right? You all know that different telecommunication service providers available here. These companies can use the decision support system to build predictive models. Predictive models means they can predict the customer's behavior, right? Customer behavior. So then these companies can use the decision support system to uh, build the models to predict the consumer behavior in future, like a switching behavior. Switching behavior in the sense sometimes they try to leave the company and join with another competitor's company. So by analyzing factors like call duration, right? So then they can understand sometimes in the past they used uh, so much time for the call duration, but sometimes recent times their call durations are times are decreasing. So and billing issues. Sometimes earlier they regularly paid, but sometimes recently the dues are they are sometimes they don't pay on time. And service compliance also, right? So earlier they didn't have so much compliance, but recently they have a lot of compliance. And based on this data, this model can predict how the particular customer is behaving. Then they can give some sort of a warning to the company that because these customers are having this kind of a right behavior. So then based on that model can predict whether they will stay with the company or they will move to another company, right? So the model identify customers at risk of leaving us. So then model can identify the too much of complaints in the recent times and customers are not paying their bill on time and right. So then their usage time is reducing. These are the some right the kind of a clues or some data which help the model to predict what customers are really thinking or doing or will do, right? So it helps the managers to predict, to understand the customers at risk of leaving. So there, the marketing team can then design a targeted retention campaigns to reduce the leaving rate or switching rate or churn rate. So these are some example. Now you can understand how this model is helping the decision under the decision support system, how this model can help the managers. Another one is a model-based reasoning. Modeling, we discuss the model-based reasoning means decision support system enable model-based reasoning, allowing users to test different scenarios, understand the potential outcome based on the models created, right? That means the model itself, right? So then the decision support system try to build a model allowing the users to test the different scenarios, right? Understand the potential outcomes based on the models created. Example, an e-commerce platform uses a decision support system, right? E-commerce platform now so there are a lot of popular e-commerce platforms available around the globe. Even in Sri Lanka also there are popular e-commerce platform available. So then these e-commerce platform uses a decision support system to simulate. Simulate means it's making as a kind of it's a model, various pricing strategies, right? Simulate because when they are putting some price and they expect what is the action of the customers. Sometimes low price, high price, medium price, different price, and at different price, what is the reactions or response of the customers is recorded. Now you can understand this is a model based, right? Reason they understand, right, based on the model. So by inputting different pricing models, as I said, by putting in the platform, they put a different price in a different time period. And they can expect the response of the customers for the different price. By inputting different pricing models, the system predicts how changes in price could affect sales volume. Right now, you see model-based reason. Reason identify the reason by the model. Right? What is the model? Different price model. So now you can understand by putting a different price model. So the system predicts how changes in price could affect the sales volume, right? and profit margins when they change the different prices, how it affects the sales and profit margin. So then marketing team use these insights, so this knowledge to set optimal price for their products. So now you see, uh, pricing is also a very complex decision, right? Complex decision because nowadays pricing is very competitive. Just they cannot rely on the cost plus margin. So then they want to use different ideas. So that's why they can use this model-based reasoning. That means different price models, what are the response of the customer. So then they can understand the right factor of customers' response to the different price models, and from that they can identify the optimal price. Right. So then that price sometimes they can get a more response, more profit, more sales. Right. So then it's a kind of a model itself. So that's why um, decision support system enable model-based vision. So the allowing users to test different scenarios and understand the potential outcomes, right, based on the model. Another one is a framing. Framing in the sense, decision support system assists in framing problems by defining and structuring them in a way that makes them easier to analyze and solve. Right? So decision support system assist help in framing problems. Assist in framing problems by defining and structuring them. Framing problems by defining and structuring them in a way that makes them easier to analyze and solve. So that's why they may have some frame. So that framework means a kind of a structure, you will know that. So that's why here also the model they write to have a kind of a framework. So then say for example, a beverage company. So that means also something company want to enter a new market. So using the decision support system, they frame the problem by defining the key factors to consider. Right. So what are the frames they consider? Sometimes when they enter to the new market, they think about the market size, consumer preferences, competitive landscape, and regulatory environment. So then these they consider these are the frames, right? Market size, consumer preferences, competitive landscape, and regulatory environment. So the decision support system helps organize this information, making it easier for the marketing team to analyze and develop a entry strategy, right? The decision support system helps organize this information, making it easier for the marketing team to analyze and develop entry strategy. So then framework. Now you can understand when they are developing the decision support system in framing the problem. Framing the problem. What are the problems according to the beverage company to enter the new market? Market size maybe the one frame, consumer preferences another frame, company landscape another frame, regulatory environment another frame. So that's why decision support system assists in framing the problem by defining and structuring them in a way that might make them easier to analyze and so on. And modeling. Modeling means allows the users to create detailed models, right, to complex marketing scenarios. So say, for example, a car manufacturing company can use a decision support system to model the impact of various advertising programs. Right? So then car manufacturers want to understand the impact of various advertising programs. So the system consider variables such as advertisement spend, right? How much they spend on advertisements, and the media channels they have chosen, target audience they focus, and time they are going to uh, do the promotion. So then by comparing different models, right, the marketing team identify the most effective advertising strategy to maximize the risk, the reach and return on investment. So then the modeling, now you can understand uh, when they try to create, it's a kind of each advertisements, they different models. We can say the different model. Sometimes they select the advertisement for the social media. Sometimes they select the advertisement for the email marketing. Sometimes they choose the media, another model, television. So now you can understand in each model, then they try to do the promotion and they try to measure the effectiveness. And now you can understand the decision support system allow users to create detailed model to represent the complex marketing scenarios and process to identify the best one. Right? Based on this, they can find the solution. Right? So then decision support provide tools and techniques to analyze the problem and the development, the solutions. Right? So then now you can understand the impact of importance of this migration support system. In a nutshell, I explained very detailedly about this all aspects of this decision support system. So then now we can understand the typical applications areas of decision support systems are management and planning in businesses, right? Management and planning in businesses, healthcare, the military, and any area in which management will encounter complex decision system situation. So then any complex decisions they can use this. The decision support systems are typically used for strategic and tactical decision based by upper level management, right? With the reasonably low frequency and high potential consequences. So now you can understand these decisions, right? Uh, Taken at the uh, complex decisions. So then normally strategic and tactical level, they are taking this kind of decisions, right? Uh, So when they are taking a tactical or strategic decision, that you all know the strategic decisions are the top level decisions, and that is related to the long term right achievement. Um, so that's why. So for example, if a particular company is going to enter a new market territory, so then that is maybe their strategic decisions, right? So they are going to entering a new market is a strategic decision that involves significant risk and potential right benefits. So it requires a careful uh, analysis of various factors they want to consider. So then various factors, as I said, the market design support system facilitate the managers to handle the complex nature of the data to make a effective decision. So then a global consumer electronic company, right, is considering entering the Asian market. So the decision support system assists the upper level management by analyzing the market size, consumer behavior, economic conditions, competitive landscape. These are all they consider when they are trying to select the particular market to enter. So then these are the complex information they want to do some process and analysis. What are the things? Market size, consumer behavior, economic conditions, and competitive landscape. So then consider these all aspects only. By analyzing these, they can take a wise decision. So the system simulates different entry strategies, such as direct, whether they are going to do the direct investment, joint ventures, or partnership, or right. So then consider these insights, so knowledge and the potential outcomes and risk associated with each approach. This decision support system is helping to take some strategic decisions. So then management uses these insights to decide on the best market entry strategy, right? Balancing the potential growth and opportunity based on this. Is now you can understand how this decision support system is helping them. Then another strategy decision, they sometimes they can take about the mergers and acquisitions. That also, now is a very common and popular around even big companies, corporations, right? Conglomerates also involve these mergers and acquisitions, right? A significant capital and long-term impact on that. And like that, tactical decision means they are going to launch a product like that. So it's below that strategic, the top in that strategic decision. Next one is the tactical. Tactical decisions, like example, launching a new product involves significant investment in research and development, marketing, production with right. So then they consider, because that also practically they want to handle this. So for example, an automobile manufacturer, right? So then any automobile manufacturer is planning to launch an electric vehicles. Now that is common. Electric vehicles is very popular nowadays. The decision support system help the decision by analyzing consumer rents, right? So what consumers are thinking about the electric vehicles, regulatory environments, because the automobile uh, companies are facing severe threats from the regulatory environment, because most of the regulatory environments concern about the carbon emissions. So that's why there are chances for the opportunities available for the electric vehicle related to these regulatory environments and competitive products also. That also another significant issue, because most of the automobile companies now they focus on producing the electric vehicles. So then they are in market, we can expect more electric vehicles come and flood. So it helps to model different launch scenarios, including the price strategy, marketing campaigns, distribution channels. Then they can take a decision, the tactical decision, right? What is the price they can incorporate? What are the promotional campaign they can? What are the distribution channels they can, right, use? This system predicts the potential sales and market penetration, helping the management decide on the optimal launch strategy to maximize the new electric vehicles, right? So like that, there are a lot of examples we can discuss about this, right? Upper level management decision with reasonably frequency and high potential consequences. So then decision support systems are gaining an increased popularity in various domains, not only the business, including business, engineering, military, medicine. They are especially valuable in situations in which the amount of available information is prohibitive for the intuition of an unbiased human decision maker, and in which precision and optimality are of importance. So then valuable in situation in which the amount of available information is prohibitive for the intuition of an unbiased human decision maker, right? Unbiased human decision maker. And that means the decision maker, right, to take a decision without taking any kind of self uh, bias or something else, because in which uh, precision and optimal right decision is important. So that's why decision support system, the system can analyze the vast amount of data, complex data, and it can help the decision makers to take a very optimum decision, right?